Well, the main event is Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Dustin Poirier. And I have some unfortunate news for all of you Dustin Poirier fans and all of the people that want to see Khabib lose. He's not going to lose in this fight. There's a lot of buzz out there of like Dustin Poirier is a plus 400 underdog, and you know what? Maybe Dustin Poirier doesn't deserve to be a plus 400 underdog. But the reason why Khabib is here, and there's a reason why the card is in Abu Dhabi because to accommodate Khabib. Uh, he's good. He's unbelievable at what he does. Uh, but what I do think is a possibility. I think there's more of a chance that Khabib doesn't make weight than there is he loses this fight. You look at the stare downs with Dustin Poirier um, and Khabib. Khabib's a lot bigger, and it's no secret that excuse me. It's no secret that Habib has had weight cutting issues in the past. Like this is a problem that he has had. Like Tiramisu Tuesday or whatever. Tony, I love Tony. Whatever he says, Tiramisu Tuesday. He has a weight cutting problem. I do think that is an issue. So I think there's a better chance that he misses weight than there is him actually losing the fight. But as for the fight, I tried to go through and watch all the left hand. I mean, we all kind of know what Habib is, so I wasn't trying to watch every single fight, but I did watch all the southpaws that he fought. The first fight he fought RDA, and I'm a big RDA guy. I went to Rochester to go see him. I think he's one of the best of all time. I mean, he'll be in the Hall of Fame, even though that's not like they just invented that like Tuesday. So, but RDA is one of the best fighters. Is like has an incredible resume. I love RDA. Anyways, um, RDA did have some success in that first round with a left body kick. Habib shot against the fence um, right after he had that left body kick because I didn't think he liked it. Also in that first round, RDA fought out of a clinch near the fence, which is like Habib's thing. He's not exactly like a double leg shooter, like an American wrestling style. Like he wants to clinch you against the fence, especially late in his career. He has a systematically like he pressures you against the fence, and that's where he wants to begin his takedown. And maybe he tries to cut down. Maybe he thinks that cuts down that flying that knee that all wrestlers are kind of susceptible to. I don't know. But he wants to clinch you against the fence, and he wants to take you down. Well, he did that to RDA, and RDA fought out of the clinch in the first round. In the second round, he succumbed to it or whatever. But in the first round, I thought he did have success with his left hand, and I thought he specifically had some success with his left body kick. I don't think Khabib is a guy that's going to catch your leg and then take you down. I really just that's not his style. He caught RDA's leg in that fight, and RDA didn't just kind of flew out of the way, or didn't get taken down. The next fight, the next lefty on that Habib fought was a guy named Michael Johnson. Now, Michael Johnson is famous for uh, hitting Khabib with a 1-2 combo and hurting him, and he did. He hurt him a little bit in that fight. But the thing that really stood out to me was that inside leg kick. He's a southpaw with a left leg on left leg because Habib's an orthodox fighter. I really want to see, as a fight fan, I really want to see Dustin Poirier execute that left inside leg kick. We saw Weili Zhang do it to Jessica Andrade in Shenzhen last week. Weili Zhang came out there, and you could tell as soon as she tapped gloves, because she's very respectful, whatever, she went after that leg. And you could see how successful that was because Jessica Andrade wants to lunge in with that left hook and overpower you. She wants to get inside, and that's her thing. She wants to throw her hand. She's a tornado. She's a powerful woman. And you could tell that left leg, like, it stifled her. It just, like, it crippled her, like, with what she was trying to do. So in that same dynamic I saw. Granted, these are little nitpicking things, and like in no point in these fights did Khabib have any chance of losing. But listen, I'm taking what I see out of the fight. Michael Johnson, I did like the inside leg kick, and Poirier does not have that. I was looking for it, but Poirier does not have the skill set. He went 5 rounds with Max Holloway and threw maybe 5 kicks. He's not a guy that has a gigantic pedigree of a leg kicking. He's just not. I really wanted him to because I really wanted to see that executed. And I think that left kick, that southpaw versus Khabib, beyond that left body kick lining up with the liver, I think Khabib has a little bit of a cardio issue, and I always think that left body kicks like really hurt someone's cardio. But I just don't see it. I don't see it in the skill set. And obviously, American Top Team, Dustin Poirier has Mike Brown traveling with him. Mike Brown's gonna think of a much better game plan than me watching the Michael Johnson fight like 1.25 times. So, anyways. But yes, Michael Johnson also had a 4-inch reach advantage that really helped him in the fight. He was like a helicopter in that first round, just flinging his hands. And Khabib really had to think about how he was going to close the distance because he was throwing a lot of volume out there. Michael Johnson was. And he did clip him. He clipped him. The famous clip. He's hurt. He's hurt. He was. He was on wobbly legs. It absolutely is true. Now, I guess that's all I want to say about that one. Now, you also have the McGregor fight. Now, I think Conor McGregor at 145, the Conor McGregor that stepped into the octagon at 145 pounds might be the best fighter, 145-pound fighter to ever step foot into the UFC octagon. At one period of time, I think that was the best fighter. The McGregor that fought Khabib kind of stinks. And I don't necessarily blame McGregor. When you get $100 million, I mean, granted, the Ireland probably took half of it. Let's say you got $20 million. He easily had $20 million. Like, you lose that drive. That's what separates people. Like my buddy tells me, my buddy says this. That's what separates people like Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, Muhammad Ali, like Michael Jordan, Wayne Gretzky. Those guys have a drive to be great no matter what. A drive to be great and a drive to stay great. And that's exceptionally unique, which is why we have these rags to riches stories that include gigantic downfalls. Because you need motivation. When you're hungry, you want to eat more than when you're full. I mean, everyone knows that. Anyways, I don't blame McGregor, but he's not the same fighter, and he's just not. Even that fought Eddie Alvarez, he's not the same fighter. It's just a fact. So anyways, he entered that fight. First round, engaged in he tried throwing a knee. Khabib shot real low. It was interesting. He shot real low. I think he is a little afraid of that knee knockout, as any wrestler should be. But he shot real low to almost the ankle pick, like a diving ankle pick. And he engaged in a wrestling scramble that Conor, in the beginning, kind of landed on top, which is a horrible sign. If Conor McGregor's out wrestling you, out grappling you, and like that's your thing, and you're the champion, that's a horrible sign. But thankfully for Khabib, it wasn't, because he ended up on top, and he laid on top of McGregor. Didn't do much damage, but he won the first round, and he was probably trying to tire McGregor out. The second round, Khabib took him down again. McGregor is not a great, he took him down, and he inflicted a lot more damage. I think this is the round where they had the infamous thing where McGregor's like, it's just business, and Khabib's like, let's talk now. So anyways, he inflicted a lot of damage on McGregor in that round. Now, the interesting thing to me is the third round is the first round that... The third round is the first round of Khabib's career where he actually lost. And we established my opinion on Conor McGregor. He's not good. Like, he's not a good fighter at 155 anymore. It's just, I think a lot of guys beat him. I think Justin Gaethje beats him. I think Cowboy beats him. I think Dustin Poirier wipes the floor with him. I think Dustin Poirier is it's like 4 times better than Conor McGregor. Like, this fight's basically going to be Khabib versus Conor, and it's just going to be a better version of what Khabib prepared for. But anyways, that third round he lost. And he lost it because he actually shot a, 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 a double leg or something, like a high double leg, and he missed. Conor McGregor stifled him. It reminded me of the Chad Mendes fight, where all of a sudden you can't shoot anymore. And I think it's because he was tired. Chad Mendes got tired in that fight, and that's why he missed the shot. Khabib got tired in that third round. Now, we established Khabib's weight cutting problems, and I think he's going to have a horrible time making weight. They might have to drag him to the scales, and it wouldn't surprise me if they, I don't know. But Khabib said horrible, and that's what happens when you cut too much weight. You fade later in the fight. Jose Aldo did that. Was famous for it, of dominating the first and then coasting. And I think Khabib, he had a patch. In that third round, I think he was tired. He missed a shot in Conor, which is like, if you can't take Conor down and that's your thing, like you're tired or something's wrong. And Conor stopped him and won the round, which is not. But anyways, the fourth round was a culmination of all things that Conor McGregor is not good at: wrestling, jiu-jitsu, and cardio. And Khabib finished the fight, as he should, because he's a much superior fighter. So, what's going to happen in this fight? Dustin looks in great shape. He's prepared for 5 rounds. And again, this is the fight that it's basically Conor McGregor times 2 that Khabib's preparing for. And Dustin's ready, prepared for 5 rounds. But I'll tell you what, could no one stop Khabib? And there's no reason. I don't think there's any reason to think that he's going to stop Khabib this time. Or no reason, unless you're basically hoping for a Hail Mary shot from the bleachers, which is reasonable to hope for. I mean, hey, this is MMA. But he's just in Abu Dhabi, like, Khabib's with his like whole team who got like this team has visa issues and stuff, so like they're all together in Abu Dhabi. I don't see any reason why Khabib loses this fight. Now, again, I am afraid of this weight cut, and I am afraid that Khabib will have a patch of a cardio issue in the third round, and I think there's a window there for Dustin Poirier to release that left hand. You saw it in I didn't even go over the Dustin Poirier fights. You saw it in the Justin Gaethje fight. Justin Gaethje won 3 rounds, and in the 4th round, he caught him with a left hand, and that was it. Justin Gaethje's out, and there's no one tougher than Justin Gaethje. There's no one that has a better chin. Like Justin Gaethje, you need to stop his body from working and to beat him, and that's what Poirier did. And I do think there's an opportunity for Poirier to do that in the 3rd round of this fight. I think Dustin Poirier gets taken down for the first 2 rounds, and then similar to the McGregor fight, Khabib gets bigger. It's harder to make weight, and I'm very nervous about this weight cut. And even in his interview he did the other day, you can tell how dry his mouth is. His weight cut is a vicious one, and hopefully he makes it for fight fans' sake. But I do think there's a better chance that he misses weight than loses in this fight. But I also do think there's an opportunity in that 3rd round that Dustin Poirier will knock him out. But if you're a Dustin fan or you want Khabib to lose, I think that's your window of opportunity. You have to knock him out. There's no way he's going to lose on the scorecard, given his style. There isn't a way that's going to happen. But I think Khabib ends up pulling this fight through. I think he wins by submission in the 4th round. I don't think. I just don't see any way around it. There's a reason why wrestling is being on the bottom makes you tired. Dustin Poirier has shown good cardio, but it's just there's no way Khabib doesn't win by submission in the 4th round.